just been out, second outing. Still a lot of traffic. No one wants to go in front of me, so I went out first. Just did really slow first lap, so we get a clear lap. So second lap, I just went as hard as I can. Still got the traffic. Best time so far is a 1:38.9. There's still more in it. The temperature gets quite hot after the third lap. In the front straight, I'm losing about 5 k's once the car is slightly overheating. The water temp's about 101. Engine oil got to about 137 last outing. I think, well, so we still got 2 more to 3 more sessions. I think the plan of attack is probably just beat the brakes and swap the tyres back to front. That's what we can do. I mean, if we have a new set of tyres, we'll probably throw it on, but I think that's at the limit. The scoring on the log R is quite accurate, so it's already on rank S++, which is like 96 point. I think when we get to 37, it will be a 99, hopefully. I can't guarantee, but just have to drive to the condition. Without much adjustment, being a stock car, that's what you can only do, but it's still awesome. It's so much faster, so much easier to drive. Like these new cars, it's just incredible. Until you've driven one and going back to like an older EG, FD2 type thing, these cars is amazing. Especially if you haven't driven a lot of track days, this will be a really good car that you should start off with. Even though it's a little bit more, costs a bit more, but by the time you build up a EG, DC2, FD2, will probably be the same money and it's probably still not as fast. All right, we'll have a break now and we should go out again and hopefully I can find another 0.9 or 1 second. Lunchtime update. We've just swapped the tyres back to front and also beat the brakes. I've only done maybe last track day probably 12 laps, done about 10 laps this morning. The front tyres now at the back, it's probably half worn. Finding that spot to go out to do this hot lap is quite hard because there's a lot of cars on the track today. I tried going out first both session, just slow down the pace down so everybody's kind of bunched up, and so as everybody's out the pit and might get a clear lap, but it's really, really difficult. I'll try and do that again, maybe slow down a little bit more, but try not to hold up too much traffic. And then I'm just going to go as fast as I can in lap 2. Done it. Last session, got out, just have to commit, just put my head in. I was like, this is a lap. I went out, I did 2:38s back to back. I was like, well, this last chance here before we fly out. So cool down 1 lap, and then last lap I just send it. Just have to commit everywhere and manage a 37.9, so it's pretty good. Now that I've gone to that limit, I actually know there is actually a lot more in that car. I think a low 37 is actually doable. In the tracks, it's actually quite hot. Weather's quite hot now, but awesome, awesome day. Just went on the Altezza. It's actually a lot of fun. Driving the front wheel drive, switching back to rear drive straight away is a bit of a challenge, but the setup, it's really simple to drive. It's got not much camber. With the bigger tyres, it's actually really harder to get it stepped out compared to the K-Swap Altezza last week. I think if this car, go back with a smaller wheel and a final drive and give it a good alignment, it will be actually a lot of fun car for track day. Compared to 2 cars, you know, one's a $70,000 car, one's a $7,000 car. But if you have the right setup, like just simple tires, brake pad, simple suspension, and alignment is actually enough to do a track day. I mean, if you're not here to try and smash a lap time, it's just a race against yourself. But thank you for Christchurch track day. Hopefully I didn't upset anybody out there on the track. The through time got blocked, but it is what it is. But we got it. Should have done it earlier this morning instead of 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But all right, let's pack up and get ready for the next track.